Good evening, everybody. Todd, how's it going? Oh, I've already hit the camera once. We're not off to a good start. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Dan, how are you? I was just very quickly switching all my cameras around. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've got the wall stuck on there. I got crap in the way still. I usually clean up while I head the stream, but I was slacking. I just finished painting one of the robots. Is this camera? Oh, is this doing the reverse thing again? I wonder. So this is one of the rooms for this first building right there. I'll just drop in the bottom. Those were some, what do you call them? Like resin cast bits I had sitting around. And it's like it'll be like a hidden room. I think I'm going to do, I'll do a red light in there and, what do you call it? I'll just do one overhead light that I can make kind of flicker. And I think for the top, I did get some, where are they? Right here. This is from Dan. And this is a bar set. Wait, let me see. This other camera might be better for this. This one. Where is it? There it is. We get a bar set that'll go in the top of this building. Any chance you have a pool table, Dan? Maybe some pool cues on a wall. Oh, I got this too. This will go up there. Let me get it out of the bag. It'll be like a little bar scene up there. And we've got jukebox. So those will go up there. I haven't done much in the way of working down here this week, so I didn't get those painted up yet. I think what I'll probably do tonight is we'll weather up the two taller buildings and maybe the laundromat building. Then it shouldn't take too long to do them. Set him up there before I squish it. And the two windows still needs a bunch of stuff stuck on it, so we can do that as well. I'm going to say 8-ball table. Willow Creek Brad, how's it going? And I guess the next thing, oh, you know what? What do they call it? Like a mail call thing, I guess. I got one of these. It doesn't. Oh, I just cracked the building with it. My camera's not high enough. So I got this right from Ammo Meg. I think I will use the other robot as a bartender. That's a great idea. I just need, I think, let me look at him. If you got a serving tray, I could probably get a serving tray in his hand with some beers. So it's a solution box for doing brick buildings because I do okay with them, but I like to learn some more ways and get some different stuff for doing it. And this one's got its whole walkthrough on the whole deal. I, however, am not. I don't know why I buy books because I don't. I'm terrible at reading books. So in the box, it comes with a whole whack of stuff. Some oil brushers, some pigment, some filters, thinner, cleaner. These shaders, I haven't used anything like that yet, so that'll be kind of cool to use. And some gloss varnish there. And they show in that book, they show a different way to do the mortar. I might try that out. I'm pretty partial to the Roberts brick mortar. It works well. I kind of and I you know I like learning new stuff, but there's also that comfort level of knowing how something acts, especially when you're doing it on something like this or like that Allstate machine that Chris is working on. That's a big building. Like I've got it, the same one. I haven't painted it yet, but this is. I think there's 3 different kits put into this, so we're into a fair bit of money, and I don't know that that's the one I'm really gonna experiment on. It's not really the one I want to take a chance with. So the next thing I wanted to go over, because I think this will be the last time I work on this kit on stream, other than to just show it completed. I'll do one on the bar room build. And then that it'll be that plus having everything lit up with the lights working, and I'll have a little spillway down here, and everything will be on it, kind of thing. So the next thing would be to pick what kind of kit you guys would like to see next. So you can just shoot it into the chat. So I've got 2 options. One's a wood kit. The other is 3 hydrocal kits. They're small, so I'll do 3 of them. Because when you do them, you make a bit of a mess to begin with. So I like to do a few at a time. Oh, that was the other mail call thing. I got, what camera is it? I got a painting handle for when I do figures. This is from Golden Maple. There's one on Amazon. Looks about the same, but I think it had import fees and all and whatever on it anyways. That solution box, I ordered it straight from Meg Ammo. I got it in 3 days from Spain. I got that with a box of 12 washes, an oil brusher, and another paint. It was like $36 in duties. So for all the Canadian guys, if you're looking for stuff you can't find in Canada, I think that's probably a better option as opposed to over the border. If you're in the US, that solution box is at Spray Gunner, which is where I was going to order it from, but the crossing the border with the tariffs and all that stuff right now just petrifies me. So option 1 would be, this is a Canadian company, Interaction Hobbies. I think he's out in BC. And this is the Moonshiner's cabin. And it comes with, says right on it, rocking chair animation kit. So that rocking chair in the front will wiggle back and forth. And then it's got interior detail and stuff like that. I'll probably want to switch some of that around. And I've already done the Moonshiner shed that would go with this kit. Now the other option would be these guys. Mainly this one. This is the one I'm kind of excited to build. Mystic Railroad, how's it going? So we've got a rat hole, which is like a punk bar. And these are hydrocal kits, so it'll be a little bit different. And we've got Cooter's Liquor, which is a the Chop Suey building, but Dave from Dave's Decals did a decal set for it to make it Cooter's Liquor. And then Jiggles and Giggles Cocktail Lounge. This is another one that Dave's Decals did something for as well. And I've got another set of decals from Dave as well for this one. This one. And it comes with a bunch of cool stuff in it. Definitely could do an interior on the rat hole. Possibly on Jiggles and Giggles. So what do you think you guys would like to go through for the next build? We'll open up the rat hole. These two down there. Oh, this one has, yeah, this one's got Dave's Decals in it as well. Some signage and some graffiti. Some nice. Train Todd, how's it going? I'm leaning a little bit more towards the hydrocal kits just because there's some videos out there on them, and there's a couple guys that do a really good job with them. But I feel like hydrocal is one of those things that sort of scares people a little bit. Just sorry for the horrid noise, I'm sure. Well, let me find my card. And if you're doing an interior, Yelp Models makes a laundromat interior that I did on the far left building. Let's see, he does wrap his buildings very well. Oh, nice, Mystical. Is that the? I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's got the flame on it. Is that the one I'm thinking of? So here's the parts here. Here's my train Todd. Here's the info for Yelton models. If you go on there, you'll see that laundromat interior. Okay, I think I know the one you're talking about. This is a newer kit, I think. This won't take much. No, this is the back. Yeah, it's not bad. This is the front. Is it? No, that's upside down. No, it's not. This way. It's because that's the back. Yeah. I know that. I know Randy pours, like, he makes all these kits in house. Like, he doesn't have a factory that builds these for them. So sometimes they take a little bit of work, but the way they turn out, worth a little bit of work. Now the trick is, after I not paid attention to how I took this out of the package. There we go. So I think probably what it's going to be is I'll do these hydrocal kits. I got a lot of them to do, and I still have a lot of wood kits to do as well. But I've been waiting on this one for a while. It's got different windows. Probably need some sort of band playing in there or something. So those will probably start next week or the week after. Let's start with this building because I got to do the what do you call it? Add some of these details. It's just that one. That'll be that. And that, let's see. That one doesn't have any, so it'll be that and that. All right. Yeah, they're not quite as common a kit as some of the Walthers ones. If you're in Canada, you can get the Downtown Deco kits at Otter Valley Railroad. If you're in the US, you can get them straight from Downtown Deco. And the kit that's on here right now, with the exception of this building here, is an ITLA kit called Scape, which is a limited edition kit. And I think I haven't looked to see if they're still available, if I was to be honest. But you can get those right from the ITLA site. Get these stuck on here, and then we'll get to making it look sketchy. I'm just thinking how I kind of want to set these in here. We can maybe do one there. One there. Okay. I have a plan. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to take a stab at it. Need different toothpick. This one looks all right. Pick that up, Cricket. Now I got glue on the bench. Now it's stuck to the bench. This has gone horribly wrong. Now there's no glue on it. It's like the worst play-by-play ever. Oh, come on now. Well, let's just do it with tweezers. Things just went from bad to worse on that. This way. Right. There. Last one. Yeah, he's got tons of bars and all sorts of stuff. He's got like kind of his own version of the merchant row kits. Let's get this one up here. All right, there we go. Set that guy back up there. Let it dry out a bit. And where's my thing? medium. Some of that. Some of this. Some of those. I think that one's on the wrong thing. Green marks, yeah. Well, we could end up using those. And actually, I need to. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. Still got to cover the back of that sign. James, how's it going? Yeah, where's the weathering brushes? Right there. That's right in the camera. Oh, I might have to maneuver this a bit to make it. Where's this going to be? I'm working on it here. Ah, look at that. It turned out all right. So we'll start with the. Just going to push my glue thing out of the way. Dark Earth. That's the first one I'll use. What's with this camera? There it goes. Oh. Something I used. Moss deposits. I always do dark earth or moss deposits depending on where the building is located along the bottom. So I did the same on that retaining wall. Sort of just like if you're weathering a car, you just pull it up from the bottom a bit, just that's where all the dirt's going to be. Or the heavy dirt anyway. I almost think of it like blending it into the ground. The hardest part of this is not clearing off all the details off the building. I think I've removed this fire escape 2 or 3 times already. I wonder if I should have put a wash on this first. That's okay. Maybe we'll do that on the next one. On the wall. James, you're asking about the leaves on the wall. It's super leaves and a bit of the woodland scenic foam, whatever. And I just put on, I just use a small brush. Um, Something like this size. Where's the camera? Something like this with matte medium, and then I just draw it where I want it to stick, and then just shake it on. There's a couple branches that have come off super trees. I just kind of stuck them in there to give it a little bit of dimension to it. And then it's just a mix of one of the fall colors, leaf litter, and alpine sage, I think it's called. That's all for that one. All right, James, have a good night. Let's do some rust. You, I don't know why I still do this, but I always seem to. I know why I do it, because sometimes you get a big chunk in the top of your pigment. Pardon my reach. There you go. Always try and go pretty light with powder, because once it's on there with this type of thing, you're probably not going to get it back off. It sticks in there pretty good. I wonder if that other camera would be a bit better. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, this one's probably easier to see for this. I'd rather do one streak 3 times than it be a bit much the first time. So we're not looking to over or nothing. Just a bit of a variation. And of course, everything rusts the same way. So some will be darker, some will be lighter. Some will come off under here. Rust is a funny thing. Come on, just a little bit down the side. There we go. Oh my god, another one over here. This building has all the fire escapes. I feel like there's supposed to be a ladder here. I'll give this thing some to the back first and see what it does. Oh my God, let's take it. Well, I painted the rest on it. The powder does just adds a little bit to it. I think powder is probably one of the first things I learned how to use when I started modeling again. I don't know why. It was probably one of my favorites to use. But I tell you, when it goes wrong, it goes epically wrong. Hey Ted, how's it going? No worries. Miss Skull, have a good night. We're doing let's call it type 2 weathering tonight, which is weathering on buildings. There we go. And same thing, I'm going to test it on the back, see what it looks like. Kind of like that. Did I do that on that one? No. Might be a bit too late. There it goes. Just going to try and pull it down from wherever there's these, like the brackets on it. Or wherever I accidentally hit the brush. This one's got a lot to go to the top of this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks just adds a nice bit on top of that, like this kind of painted rust. Just adds a bit more of a fade or whatever you want to call it. Blends it in, I guess. Maybe is what I'm trying to say. Never really have a plan. I just do stuff. Let's see what happens. Probably do these top bits too. What other brush do I have? Gonna medium. Maybe we'll hit those with a medium. Do some soot coming out of this vent up on the roof here. It's also good for where you can't reach with the sponge. Get a bit of color on there, like it's hard to get in there once these were built. I'll do some darker there, I think. There we go. What to do? Yep. I'm gonna hit these little electrical box doors. There. Is that even on camera? No, you dink. Needs a little bit more. Yep. Now I'm into the fire escapes, or at least this one. Nope, nope, not touching that anymore. It's gonna come off. Do I get a different brush for that? Nope. On to the medium rust. Just sort of the fun part of the making these is putting these last few touches on them. Where can I grab this thing? There we go. Oh, you can see the dust just flying off of the brush. You can whack these pretty heavy, I think. I did pull that. All right. Sorry, I'm halfway mumbling to myself as I'm looking at the roof. Sometimes I've got a thing for doing rain marks. I don't know. We'll do some. A bit heavy on it. It's all right. I'd like to do some leaf litter and stuff like that up here, like in that roof, but I don't know where it's going to end up. And if there's not a tree near it, then there'd be no reason for leaves to be on the roof. So I don't want to put leaves on the roof yet. So the actual roof, what's that one for? I don't know. The actual roof, what do you call it? all the roof clutter and roof litter and all that stuff, it's going to have to probably wait until this thing's got a home. Because although I don't necessarily model anything in particular, I do like it to make sense. Now, this is just a white ash. And I don't remember why bricks do this. It's like the sulfur or something in the brick. But they go white and then leak out. Just going to do one or two. And this is just a white ash. I'll switch to city dirt, which is a little bit darker, like a gray color. Let's see what happens if I put it on here. Yep, that's a ticket. Like what you don't want to do is go at your building with your brush looking like that. That's why you hear me tapping it beforehand. So let me tell you, if you hit the wall with that, it's not weathering anymore. It's a color change. Let's see what it does to this wood. Sort it in the back anyways, so it won't be too noticeable. Right. The more details you put on, the harder it is to grab it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hit it with some more. No, it's already light. All right. It's enough of the city dust. We'll go to the smoke. This one, I've learned the hard. Look at that. Holy. This had a whole Q-tip size come out of there. This smoke one, I've learned I need to go real easy with because it sticks. And of course, now I'm paranoid of it, so it's not sticking at all. There it goes. Okay, you bring it down the wall just a touch. I try to pay attention to what way it's facing, because if the vent's going this way and you put the soot that way or that way, it's gonna look a bit funny. But you can do whatever it is you want to do. See that, I think. All right, Dan, have a good night. Uh, I'll send you a message either tomorrow or Monday, and we'll figure out on that pool table and a couple other things. What do we want to use? I think burnt umber might be the better for these vents. I like the softer brushes for doing this. And I also found that these angled brushes, I'll use them for quite a bit. I have an easier time doing streaks, just the way my hand works. I have an easier time like pulling straight down with the angled brush. Just want to do a bit where it goes into the building. Don't think it would leak like mid pipe, so might get some runoff. Maybe a leak in the plate where it passes through the wall. Oh, that was almost disastrous. Let's see if I can get a hold of this. I'm gonna murk that fire escape, I think, before I'm done this. Just like we did at the bottom, maybe just pull down from the top a bit. Knock these signs down a little. That dirty roof water runoff. Definitely don't want to aim for like the 100% coverage type of thing, but a few different spots. Turn this way, get a good. Hopefully it shows up on these cameras. It looks like absolute, like the feed looks terrible on my, like what I'm looking at. So hopefully it comes up better for you guys. There it is. Let's bring some down off of here. Yeah, for the minute. Oh wait, I should do the same thing on this side, shouldn't I? Nope, there's not the piece off. Okay, that building's done for the minute. Oh, there you go. So now I need to whip up a wash. Or do we see what's in? This is the other thing I got from Ammo Make. Got a box of washes. And they got new bottles. They're childproof. So here comes the comic relief of me trying to open one of these new bottles. Dark wash. What does dark wash look like? it's black. Interior wash. This one. Not more of a. Oh wait, there was what was that one called? Black Starship wash. Natural. This is the one. No, it's gray. Gray. These all might be too dark for what I want. All right, let's make one. What do we have up here? I think all these are going to be too dark too. It's fresh mud track wash. All right, I'll make one. We can do that. Yeah, the technologies. Oh yeah, I got washes at the Yang now. Between that and powders, I'm gonna have to make a. I was looking at different paint racks, and I found a couple, but they were like an eighth of an inch too small to hold these bottles. The neutral wash is like a gray. I pulled that one. This one. And we're going to do this building. You know what? Let's try it. Got a new box of watches. Let's get into it. Use one of these. I like these brushes. I don't remember where I got. I think these might have been from the Zon. It's on my finger. Get it off. I should probably. Oh, I got one there. This stuff stinks. I should probably put a glove on. Get a sponge here. Give her a little rip. All right, let's see what happens. So these ones are enamel washes, which are new to me. Always use like the acrylic. Well, I can see it skating across this mortar pretty good. Cool. I think this is gonna work good. See what happens if I hit this door with it. I think it's gonna. Ooh, that was a lot. Yeah, it sort of looks like it's toning down this sign a fair bit, which I like. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I don't even know if we need to sponge it. No sponging required. This side is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. The tough part with details and stuff is you got to work around them. And I also have to remember I'm using enamel washes and I can't grab the first side by the time I'm done the third side. So the upside to the enamel washes is they take a little bit longer to dry. The downside to enamel washes is they take a little bit longer to dry. So if you muck it, you have time to clean it up, which is the main upside. I don't know that I don't know that acrylic and enamel paint, do they act much different, Ted? Like as far as the outcome between the two types, is there much of a difference or is it really just more that speed, like the drying speed? This thing seriously dropped. No, that's an older bristle. The only downside to grabbing a new brush is you haven't used it enough to knock all the loose ones out yet. Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm gonna grab this like that. My hand was starting to cramp holding it just from the bottom. Oh yeah, now I can start to smell it. I can only imagine what the room at the RPM smell like when you got 12 people using this stuff. Oh, that was a lot. That might turn out okay. I think it's gonna be okay. I'll just keep telling myself it'll be okay. Get a little bit out of there. Yeah. See, it's okay. Everything's fine. Bam. Put it on this wood. Hey, what was up there? There was something glued there before. It was one of the vents. Wonder where that landed. That got ejected. No, I got a spare, so it's okay. Oh, I can imagine this stuff. Strong. Ted, did you make it in time to see the robot room? Well, that's since we got some drying time. So, there. Wait, wrong camera. Let me switch cameras. 1 second. Put the box of washes back over here. Where's the mouse? This camera. There it is. I don't remember. Is this the Lost in Space robot? Or is that the other robot I got? One of them's a Robbie robot, and one of them's Lost in Space. So we'll go right down in that building. We'll add a flickering overhead light and a red light. And then maybe alternate in and out. And we're here for the what do you call it? The next kit discussion. I landed on doing the rat hole, which we were talking about the other day. I'm gonna do 3, just because with these hydrocal kits, I got to get set up to square up the walls. Oh, that one's going up there. So we got this rat hole. We got a Cooter's liquor. Jiggles and Giggles cocktail lounge. We'll do the 3 of those at the same time. I think most of the other ones I have are all bigger kits. I'll have to look at the Overlook Hotel, but I think it's a good size. But these are 3 little ones that should go fairly quick. I've got a lot of downtown deco buildings. I still got that camera went. that I still have to finish up anyways, so I don't want to get too many on the go. So that's up next. All of these have the Dave's decals in them too. So I don't know if Dave and Randy have started working together on the regular a little bit more. But I know going through all the Dave's decals sheets, there's quite a few that fit the downtown deco buildings. Oh, that's what I needed to ask Dan about. I need machines for this extra building I put in. I was the what's the score of the Padres game? We'll go back to doing a bit of the rust on this one once it's dried up. You know what? There's a rust wash on there. What it'll do. No, I never got that far. Oh, shoot. Today's a pretty full day. I watched the Jays game right up until pretty much 7. I think there was a hockey game on that I didn't get to watch at all, but they're in the dumper anyways. Then watch Chris's stream until 9, Ted until a couple minutes before I had to fire this up. And then at, I think, 1 o'clock, the F1 race is on. Got Kimi Antonelli, the 18-year-old, on pole again, 2 in a row. Who are they playing? Oh, that's early in the season for interleague play. That's not dry. I shouldn't have touched that. This is going to be a while. Oh, yeah, I can move that around a lot. Holy. Huh. Interesting. Like I said, I haven't used the enamel wash as much, so this is quite a bit different. Like this, if this was the acrylic, this would have been dry before I got my brush cleaned off. Huh. I like that they do the interleague a little bit more now. Get to see some of those teams that, you know, growing up, you never, unless you're in the playoffs, you never really got to see them. If the Yankees are healthy this year, they could be some trouble for us. What will I do on that one? We'll do this wash on that one. No Bobby Hall tonight. Well, for my sake, I hope they do. No, I didn't see him. If we don't see him tomorrow night, we'll have to give him a call. This is the building I wasn't able to tuck all the wires in. I should get a zip tie these up or something. This one's going to be a little harder to hold on to. This might be for the other camera because I got to hold this a little bit weird. Need to figure out how to get that thing so I can just poke a button and switch cameras. Creepy Coat Kid. When I'm doing this, I use the sponge a little bit different as opposed to wiping away. I'll stick it straight on to try and get some light and dark marks. That side, I don't think. I want it to stay bright. This stuff will lighten up a fair bit as it dries. I think. Find out. Oh, that door's loose. Uh-oh. This one's got a lot of bricks that are janky on it, so it'll be good for that white powder. Yeah, this building was quite the. This one might have been the most amount of work one of the smaller buildings. Yeah, definitely on this gray. This is just burnt umber. It seems to be doing a decent job. Try to sneak it underneath that pipe there. That's where the scoot juice comes in handy. This thing's dropping bristles. It's such a nice brush, but they don't stay together where they're shit. I don't know if I got it up, but it's underneath that pipe now anyway. There we go. Another one. Washed up. Now I'll do this roof patio dealy here. Okay, if it puddles up a bit. Gonna have to get a guy with a barbecue out on that little porch there, I think. Back to your home. Oh no. I just emptied all the garbages, so I can't. Oh, thank you very much, Brad. Usually I got a bunch of paper towel in my trash bin so I can just dump excess. Um, like washes that I just make like that, I'll just dump them right in the trash and all the paper towels will soak them up. I think I'll do a live stream once I get all these done, and I'll go through that lighting thing from I can never remember the name of it. It's Chuck Stansel. Logic Rail Technologies. It's going to take me a little bit to figure that unit out, but once I got it figured out, we'll get this thing back on here. And this will work. And we'll kind of do a run through of what it looks like, kind of a final rundown of everything that was done. I'm not going to permanently fix them to this little diorama type of thing because I don't know that it'll fit in the layout. But if I go to a show or something like that where you can show models or whatever, then I've got this to take with me and it'll have all the spots to run the wires and everything. I wonder if that's dry yet. I kind of want to poke it again. I think it's dry. Is it? Or am I just wiping this off now? I'm wiping it off. back in with some rust and see what happens. Let's try. Where's me rust brush? Had it. That one. What's like that one? This one. That's the one. All right, building. It's showtime. Do some medium rust on this one. Dust it. Don't grab it from that part, you dink. Nope, need to switch to the other camera again, I think. Move these and that'll be in the good. Yep. Haven't done the stuff on the bottom. We're skipping ahead. Dark Earth. And that's the wash brush. I try to have brushes for different colors or at least shades. Like I might have one or two brushes I'll just strictly use for rust colors. And then I'll have ones that I use strictly for like this dirt type of color. Because what you don't want is to go to put on a brown powder and it comes out black or something. Or you want to do oh, it's because it's tacky, so it's grabbing the all right. Have to come back tomorrow and give it another whack. Because it's like where it's still, I don't know if you guys can see it up in this corner, where it's still tacky, it's grabbing more powder. Actually, you learned something new. Oh, I can grab this one from the hole. See what happens on the front here. Hey, look at that. Huh. Interesting. And you can see it because I didn't get any wash right underneath that pipe. And it's not grabbing at all. where the wash is, it's like it's almost like a fixer on there. Interesting. Oh, looks like it lifted the decal a little bit. Or that decal was never down. Hmm. No, that must never stuck. You know what? I may end up cutting that out. Look like it's just gone. All right, back to the rust. Well, that I really want to hit it with the microsol after there's powder and stuff on there. Oh, if that will be a good idea. I'm guessing no. Yeah, definitely got to get that thing. For whatever reason, this one didn't get the sponge bath treatment. Definitely can't do it once it's on. Maybe I could, but I ain't gonna try. No, sir. Same thing. Like, man, does it ever grab where that wash hit it? All right, I think that looks all right. Yeah, it may suck down once it's dry. I'm okay if I gotta, like, I might just come in with like a nail file and blow that lifted part out of there. It's just all right here. Kind of give it a cool look if it ended up having to happen. Would not be mad at that. Lots of dilapidated signs on these buildings, so it wouldn't look too out of place. This is the one with that weird vent up there. I need to spin this in my hand here. Been trying to remember to make sure I've got it where the camera can see it. I'm still not. Well, I've been changing the cameras around a bit, so. Not always sure exactly where they are. Like this time I reversed where the two were. So the one that was above last week is now beside, and the one that was beside is now above. Dog hair. That needs a bit. Stop edges. And ooh, I didn't paint that vent. What is that? Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There's the smoke. This one must be a smoke one. I forgot to paint the outlet of this black. There it is now. Or enough, anyways. Let's hit it one more time. Yeah, straight out. There we go. And I'll just do a bit under these vents, I think, or where they get going into the building. More. How long does it take for this stuff to usually dry? My thumb's stuck on the outside of it, so it doesn't dry. It's gone now. I think it's fully dry now. It's good. I'm just grabbing all over it. That one's done. Not gonna mess with that one tonight. I have to go in with that light rust on this one. See a fair bit of difference. Not that way, you can't. But the light up there is good. Switch to this one. Are those close enough that you can see it? I can't, everything looks small on my screen, so I can't tell if it's easily visible or not. Really get away with it, this club frame. All right. Those two are done. That one's washed. Still got to build that one and that one. But I think that might do it for tonight. I'm starting to crash out a little bit here. And of course, next week, Ted, you're on again next week. There's a QR code for Ted's channel. Before Ted is Chris at Go Via Go Home. He starts 7, Ted at 9. This. So anyone watching later, I don't know if you can hit the. Never really tried. And I don't, you know what? I haven't gone and looked to see if with using this program, if the chat automatically shows up in the stream again. Because I always set it for be able to replay the chat when you watch it. I remember seeing that option in this when I set it up. Well, I figured out earlier today that I've got to run like that intro video. I've got to run it through the iMovie to put it in a format that I can upload to this. So I was like, frantically trying to figure that out. I gotta get the size right on this. On this other screen here. There's. All right, I think that'll wrap it up for this week, and then next week we will start most likely some hydrocal stuff, and it gets dusty. So I'll have to get my mute button ready because I'll have to be vacuuming while I'm doing it. Find my chunk of plate glass and make sure I got enough sandpaper. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, Ted at 9 o'clock next week, and I'll be on somewhere between 10:15 and 10:30. Have a good night, everybody.